Hey everybody, it's the Musical Gamer. Welcome to a channel update. I really needed to talk to you guys about something, and it's not often that I actually do it in a physical person, because this is technically not a Gamer Notes, but it's an important enough message that I really kind of need to talk to all of you out there who watch my channel. As of recording this update, I've just finished recording the finale of Xenoblade Chronicles 2, so I figured this is a good time to talk about the future of the channel, as well as myself, and what would be affecting all of you who watch me. YouTube has gone through some pretty dramatic things, really dramatic changes within the last couple of days and weeks, even between the adpocalypses, the Logan Paul controversy, as well as their new policy towards monetization and creators. Now, for those of you who've been around on the channel for a long time, and to be fair, like 80% of you have not. 80% of my audience has been new to the channel within the last like 7 or so months, which is crazy. It's crazy for me to think about, but if you haven't been here for a while, you might not know that this channel is actually totally unmonetized for various reasons. For the past 7 years I've been on YouTube, it has been a labor of love. It has been me giving myself and my content, my wit, as it were, to you all here on the lovely interwebs and this video platform. That has kind of got to change a little bit. There's no way for me to monetize on YouTube for various reasons. For issues I had with the company many years ago that has basically blacklisted the channel as a non-advertisable space. All of the funding the channel has been able to receive through things like Patreon and my Twitch streams has been immensely helpful. And that's why I'm here to you today, because I want to talk to you about what's going on. And the fact that I am kind of in a place right now where it's really hard to continue. You can see I'm in a shirt and tie. It's because I'm doing this video before I go to my other job, one of my many other jobs, because that's basically what's been supporting me, my family, GGK, just my life in general, because the money ain't here. And I've been doing YouTube for 7 years without getting a cent. I can even show you, like, here is exactly what I'm talking about. You can see kind of in this graph that ad revenue dollars is zero. Completely zero. That has been the case for the last 7 years, and that's never going to change at this point, because Google is, you know, a piece of crap, and that's my disdain for Google and YouTube as a whole is been relatively transparent for God knows how many years at this point. That's just how the dice have fallen. That's where the cards lay. So I'm here to talk to you today about supporting the channel, because if you like what I do, if you like the content that I produce, the only way for me to continue making this content is through the support of all of you, through really one of two ways for good, consistent support, though there's other ways you could support too. I'll go into those later, but the first two, and the major two that I want to talk about, is one, my Patreon page, patreon.com/TMG11, and number two, my Twitch page, twitch.tv/TheMusicalGamer11. Both of these two options are what's going to help me out the most with this channel and making sure that I can create content for you guys, because Patreon allows me to take the funds or whatever you generous people can in fact pledge and put that right back into the channel, and Twitch is the same way. It also helps me pay the bills. Life is expensive. Those of you who've been on the channel long enough know what state I live in. At the very least, I live in New Jersey, and New Jersey is not exactly the cheapest state to be living in. It's where my family is. It's where GGK's family is. It's where it makes the most sense to be kind of at. So it's not exactly affordable. The cost of living here is insanely high. I could move, but then I would lose all my other work and I could not sustain myself. So there's really no option here. In order for me to turn YouTube/Twitch or any of that sort of stuff into a full-time occupation, there needs to be some sort of revenue stream. And I don't normally make videos like this. I hate making videos like this. I feel like I'm panhandling, and I despise that with a passion. But for me to continue doing this, there's no other option. I have to rely on the support of you guys out there, because there's no other way. If you want to think of it like this, every time that you support and pledge $1, which on Patreon, or get a subscription on Twitch, which is the other way, to help support, which is about $5 at a minimum cost, you're helping somebody break free of the shackles of YouTube and the grip on monetization in small channels that YouTube has. That has just been completely small channel unfriendly for, I don't know, God knows how many years at this point. There was once a point in time where back in, what was it, like 2011, 2012? To become a partner on YouTube was an insanely ridiculous ordeal, and I tried. I've been on the platform for 7 years, going on 8 this year in 2018. I've been on the platform since 2010, and it was not an easy time to actually get partnered. This is how all the blacklisting happened. I didn't know the procedures. I was only 18 at the time. I didn't know what to do, what to look out for. There were networks that were interested in partnering with me, because that was, if you were a gaming channel back in the day, that's what you had to do, because YouTube didn't want to touch you with a freaking 6-foot-long pole if you were a gaming channel, because of all the legal liabilities. You had to partner with a network, and networks were a pain in the ass. They would gyp you, they would steal half your revenue, basically, if you made any. I chose to forego the network and try to do this new thing that was starting to come out, where you could just be sort of independently partnered with YouTube. But then there were some problems, and then there were some trolls on some videos that actually had some small like banner ads, and then Google got wind of it. They got scared, and they dropped the hammer down and just said, no, you're never going to be able to monetize your channel. So for the last 7 years, well, 5 years, I guess, from that point, I've been doing this for free, which is great. Don't get me wrong. I'm doing something I love to do. I love gaming. I love being able to entertain, even if it's just a little, even in my own goofy way. That kind of needs to change, because I'm 26. Life is starting to get more difficult. It's starting to get a little crazier. Streams have been haphazard because of my working schedule, because I teach, I work for 2 churches, I work part-time for my mom's own private business, I do voice acting, I do YouTube, I do Twitch. I've been contemplating going back to school. That's 8 things. That's 8 separate things. Contemplating going back to school for a degree that can actually, you know, get me a job. Because I was a music major. Ain't doing me crap. Ain't doing me bupkis. Nope. No. Nothing. Well, except maybe the church work, but that's besides the point. There is definitely a serious issue coming towards me in the future with this whole money thing, which is why I wanted to make this video. I wanted to talk to you about the state of the channel. If you can, please go on over and check out the Patreon page. Come watch some streams. We have a blast while we stream. There are a lot of perks to picking up this sort of stuff that go far beyond what just is offered on the platforms that you subscribe or patron to. There are sort of rewards on Patreon themselves, and if you subscribe on Twitch, you get the same rewards as like the $5 amount on Patreon and up and things like that. I try to do my best to give you guys incentives and to make your pledge or your sub worth it, at least in my mind. We got things going on the TMG Discord. There's a lot of cool stuff. We have Minecraft servers. We have days where we play games together on stream, things like that. The 10K special was one of those days with the Final Fantasy XIV stuff. I'm hoping to maybe do some giveaways in the future of games or of certain other things. That remains to be seen, but I'm hoping to do things like that. I'm hoping to maybe, with this recent growth in the channel, to maybe pick up some sponsorships, some affiliate links, some other things to hopefully try to get some revenue, because otherwise channel's going to die, and there's going to be really no way for me to sustain it, which sucks, because it's going to die because not because of lack of growth, it's going to die because of lack of funding, because there's no way for me to be able to keep doing this without supporting myself. I mean, making videos is fun and I love it, but it doesn't pay the bills, unfortunately, at least by itself, because there's no ad revenue, there's no nothing, there's zip. So I wanted to make this video, and I just wanted to talk to you guys about it, because I'm going to start being a little bit more proactive with pushing things like my Patreon, my subbing on Twitch, things like that, because those are the only forms of consistent revenue, I should say. There's a couple of other options if you do want to support the channel, but don't want to do it, you know, on a regular basis. You can go to my PayPal. I do have a couple of buttons and links and things like that in the descriptions and on my channel page here on YouTube, where you can make a one-time donation if you so choose to. That is also appreciative. If you do come to streams, and cheering with bits and things like that also really helps. For every bit, I get a penny. So every 100 bits is $1, basically, for me. So that is kind of my whole spiel. I wanted to talk to you guys about this. I have to go to work, so I need to cut this video off. I'll be editing this and putting it up when I get the chance to, but thank you all so much for just enjoying what I do. I've never really been able to comprehend the amount of support and love you guys have shown me over this last year, especially since the channel has really sort of taken off. Thank you. From the bottom of my goddamn big blubbering heart, thank you. I appreciate you guys, and you mean a lot. This is the Musical Gamer signing off. I will catch you guys in the next video. See you guys then.